Well, actually I have quite a few presentations. I have a total of 14 abstracts, I think. Many of them will be presented by my young doctors, my PhD students, which will have posters and oral presentations. Myself, I have 3 presentations. I just gave one poster presentation where I showed some data from a trial that I was involved with. I was the signature investigator in a huge AstraZeneca trial where we compared dapagliflozin and saxagliptin to insulin treatment in patients with type 2 diabetes who were dysregulated on metformin and SU. And the study was designed to show non-inferiority in respect to glycemic control, and we did demonstrate that. I showed data from a 1-year trial where very nice results were seen in respect to glycemic control and a huge difference in body weight in favor of the tablets with dapagliflozin and saxa, and then less hypoglycemia. And then in a few minutes I will go to a very exciting event, I would say, here at the EASD. It's something called the Young Academy at the EASD, where it's like a Meet the Professor session, where a group of young scientists who will be late in their PhD career will join me and ask me a lot of questions. A few of my PhD students will be there and they're very excited. And I think it's pretty much an interactive role talking about how to do clinical trials in diabetes. It differs, you know, you do your own science, you do investigator-initiated trials, but I know that they very much want to hear about all these huge trials that you see at conferences like this. How are they created and why are they created and who actually conduct the trials and what are the results and how do we do the interpretation. And then on Friday I have a last presentation in a symposium where I will talk about combination therapy in type 2 diabetes as well. Well, so far we have seen the Harmony trial where albiglutide was compared to placebo. It's a long-acting GLP-1 analog. It's unfortunately not on the market anymore because it was withdrawn, but the data were really exciting for an incretin nerd, as I actually am, because it actually showed that with long-acting GLP-1 receptor agonist, we have this class effect of them being beneficial in respect to high-risk individuals with cardiovascular disease. So it was exciting to see that it went in the same direction as the LEADER trial and the SUSTAIN trial. Then I also saw quite a few oral presentations today talking about renal data from all the huge cardiovascular outcome trials with GLP-1 receptor agonists. That was ELIXA, that was LEADER, that was SUSTAIN 6, and also the AWARD trial, and then also the CANVAS trial. We saw data that these huge trials, which give us much more data than just the cardiovascular outcome trials, because we actually saw data on kidney function. And with old-fashioned drugs as metformin and SU, we're reluctant in using them in patients with kidney disease. And when I left that symposium, I was really, you know, I felt comfortable about using these new classes of treatment to patients with kidney disease. And actually, it doesn't harm them, and some of the compounds actually seems to be beneficial. That's very exciting, I would say. EASD is always about collaborating and seeing your friends from worldwide, and also have my PhD students. I mean, my highlight is to see my young students presenting at an oral presentation or as a poster, and those who do it the first time, that's really my highlight. But that's like my personal highlight, and I would say the scientific highlights so far is the Harmony data and also then all the renal data that we have with the new classes of treatment for type 2 diabetes. So far it has been exciting, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the conference very much indeed.